Hi, we're back again. So what we did earlier is we learned how to use the select and the from clauses, and now we will actually do some exercises. We will practice using the where clause. So let's start from number 4. So from number 4 till number 9 we will be actually including the comparison operators such as equal, not equal, greater than, less than, and between, null values, and so on. So let's do some examples here, and also we'll be learning how to use the sorting ascendingly and descendingly. So we'll practice on those, and then we will go through the logical operators, and we will stop at number 17 in this video. So let's do that really quick. So this question number 4, it wants us to list all records in this table, in the SQL data table, in which department is water sports. So to list all, you can either list the columns or the fields SQ, comma, and then, so I don't need a percent, so comma, and then SQL description and so on. So if I run this one, you will see that I have SQL, buyer, the fields that I included. So another shortcut that you can use is actually the asterisk. So select asterisk, which means select all fields in this from this table. Now I'm using the where clause, where I want to pinpoint only to those departments that have are water sports department. So I will say where department equals water sports, and close that single quotation and run it. And now you will see that I have only department water sports. Alright, so now let's move on to the next one. Show all catalog 2014 content. So I have this, I included it for you here. So they want us to include all 2014 for January 1st. For January 1st. So what I will do, I will just say select all from catalog and then underscore SKU underscore 2014. That's the name of the table. So then where, now they are telling me that where the year or where the date is January 1st. So date on website. So where date on a website, because this is the only field that has dates in it. So that's why I'm using date on site equals, you can actually put that. And Microsoft Access uses those number sign or the pound sign before and after a date if you are using a date. So then if I run it, I will get all the records that have 2014 January 1st. So that's one way to answer that query. Another way to answer this query is to use the date function. So you can say day and then the name of the field. So where day equals 1, and then I will use and then the name of the field. So day and then I need month equals 1. So now still I will run it and I will get the same output. So you get the idea. So now let's move on to the next question, which is asking me, which is number 6, list all SKU data table records for SKU greater than 2000. So this one I will just say the same thing. I will say SKU, so I'll select all from SKU data. So where SKU is greater than 2000 or 200,000. So now if I run it, I will get the output that I wanted. So now let's move on to this number 7, show the description and department for items offered by the climbing department. So now they want me only to show specific columns, not all. So they want me to show SKU description. So I will look here how it is spelled, SKU underscore description comma, and then they said department from SKU where they say where the department is climbing, where department equals in single quotation, close that single quotation and run it. So now you will see that I have only records that have the climbing as a department. So now list all items ordered. So order item, that's basically the items ordered. So what I will do is I will select all. So select all. So now I'm working on number 8. So select all from order item. So where? So there is no where because they just want me to list all of them. So I need to use the sort, which is basically order by. So order by SKU ascendingly. So ask. So I'll run it and then you will see that. So now the number 9, list all items ordered by price ascendingly. So I need to order by price, ask, comma, and order number descendingly. So comma, so you can actually sort more than one column, and then price ascendingly and order number. So they put order number as one word, order number, disk. So those are the keywords for ascendingly and descendingly. So you get the idea. Now let's move on to using the logical operators, which is the or, not, and. And I also put for you here the precedence. So if we have clauses that has not, so the clauses between the not gets executed first, and then and gets executed next, and the or gets executed next, third. So first, not, and, or. This is the precedence of execution of the statements. So if you are not sure, you can always use parentheses, which helps a lot if you are not sure which one is will get executed first. So now list all items offered by water sports, all items that are offered by water sports and buyer Nancy. So I'll select all from SKU data. So where? So number 10, where department equals water sports. So and now they want and. So now they need the intersection and buyer equals Nancy Mayers. All right. So now I can run it. And remember, I put quotation mark around the text values for water sports and the name of the buyer, which is Nancy Mayers. So now they want, for number 10, they want to list all items offered by camping and climbing department. So offered by camping and climbing. So department, actually every record belongs to or has one department. But here when they say it and, meaning or, I'm gonna use the or. So I'll say, so camping, so select all from where department equals climbing, or department equals camping. Alright, so let's run this guy. Now you can see that I have camping and climbing only. If you try to run and actually put and, it will not work instead of or, because basically it is asking you for every record if it has camping and climbing at the same time, which doesn't happen. So that's very important to keep in mind. So now we will continue where we were number 11. So now we will go with number 12. So list all items offered by water sports department and by all other buyers than Nancy. So here we will use the not. So the department here, it is water sports, and not buyer. So I will use the not keyword, and not buyer equals Nancy. Is that what they said? Yes, Nancy Myers. Alright, so now let's run it and see what we will get. So we got everybody. Well, actually there are only two in the original file. It is Pete and Nancy as buyers. So now from the sports. So now they want us, so that was for number 12. Now for number 13, they want us to list all items offered by buyer Nancy Myers, Cindy, Lou. So basically all those names. So for this one, since we have a list of items in one field, then we can use the in keyword. So I can say from where department in, and then I will actually not department, where buyer in. So that's number, list all items offered by buyer. So where buyer in, and then I will put in parentheses, and then single quotation marks around each one, and comma around each one after the list. So I don't need this and then I need to close the parentheses. So if we have a list, and comes very handy. So if we have a list of the same person or from the same category. So now you will see that we have all those guys, the buyers, as a list. So now number 14, list all items offered by other buyers than Nancy, Myers, Lou, and so basically where I say where buyer not in, so I'm using the not keyword now. I just put not before the in, and then I will see that Pete is the person or the buyer that is other than those guys. Alright, so now they want me for number 15 to list all items ordered for which extended price was 100 or more, but less than or equal to 200. So list items that were ordered and the price. So basically this table, order item, because I have a price here. So select all from this table where the price is. It's called order underscore item. So where price is greater or equal. So let's see, greater or equal to 100, and you will notice that I repeated price, and price less or equal to 200. Alright, so now let's run it, see. So okay, so list all items offered by, so list all items ordered for which extended price, actually, so it's not the price, extended price, so sorry, extended price, and then extended price. So let's run this guy. So now you will see the output. The extended price is 200 included, 100 and 130. All right, so now let's move on. So that's when we use the greater than equal and less or equal. Now we can use, actually answer this same query using the between. So where extended price, we can say between, the keyword between 100 and 200. Let's see if this will work. Perfect, it worked. All right. So now they want to list all